So I'm going to let each of them talk about their bills, and we'd be happy to try and answer questions. First up, Senator Hutchison.
Well, thank you, John. It's true. We've got a bipartisan bill that has passed the House on the voice vote, and yet we can't get it brought up in the Senate. And it would create the capital that my small business people tell me every time I go to Texas, we need capital and the banks aren't lending. The community banks are 11% of the banking industry's assets in America, but they make 40% of the loans to business, 40% with 11% of the assets. So what my bill does is open our small community banks so that they can more easily raise capital by increasing their shareholders. In 1964, a law was passed that required SEC registration for a bank that has 500 shareholders and a lower capitalization. The capitalization has been raised since 1964 to 10 million, but the shareholder base of 500 has never been raised. So my bill raises it to 2,000. What this would do is open up the capital bases of our community banks, which are the ones that are making the loans, and allow them to form this capital base without going to the SEC. The community banks tell me that on average it would save $250,000 a year because of all of the legal requirements of filing with the SEC. If you put that on a national scale, that $250,000 would add to more than $80 million nationwide, which would open up the capital to be able to be lent to small business to $800 million. This is a chance for the Senate to do something meaningful. We do have bipartisan support, and the president has said he would sign a bill that would allow our small banks to creatively get more capital. This should be done, and we are calling on the Democratic leadership to let us bring up some of these bills that have shown, with Democratic support in the House, that they could be passed in the Senate and sent to the president.
Thanks, Kate.